Hey bitches! Welcome to MiaZ world, and today we're going to be making Gordon Ramsay's banana bread recipe. Did you even know he had a banana bread recipe? Well, I had really ripe bananas in the freezer, so I thought let's make this, it'll be good. It'll be a good treat. So for today's video, we're just going to be following along with Gordon's recipe to see how it turns out, because I don't have a banana bread recipe myself. The ingredients are 2 to 3 medium very ripe bananas, 1/3 cup of butter, unsalted or salted, but it has to be melted, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, not baking powder. That one's interesting. 1 pinch salt, 3/4 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup if you would like it less sweet, 1 large egg beaten, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So Gordon's recipe has only 6 steps. And step number 1, it says here, is important that your loaf pan is 8 by 4 inches and fully buttered. I don't have that. So I'm going to be using this, and I don't even know the inches of it, and I'm going to be lining it with parchment paper to make my life easier. So step 2 is place the ripe bananas in a bowl and use a fork to mash them all the way through. Mix the banana mashed with the melted butter well. I've got here with me my very ripe bananas, and I think it's going to be very messy, so let's do it. First step is to mash the bananas. I don't think I'm going to need very much mashing, to be honest. But guys, the riper the bananas, the tastier the recipe. Trust me, this is literally the perfect bananas for this recipe. All the water is from it being frozen, because this was in my freezer for a couple of days. Slimy. As you can see, my bananas don't need much mashing. It looks a little bit gross, but trust me guys, the riper your bananas, the more delicious this recipe will be. Don't be scared about my bananas, okay? It'll be fine. It's gross now, but it's gonna be delicious. So mash your bananas really well. There's no such thing as too ripe when it comes to banana bread, by the way. Our bananas are now mashed, and it's now time for the next step, which is 76 grams of melted butter in here. So let's sort that out together. Well, that wasn't very smooth. But now I've got my butter sorted. As you can see, my butter's not yet melted, so watch me melt it with my mind.
Melting powers activate.
Ta-da! I've got my butter melted! So now we mix the mashed banana with the butter and mix well. Perfect. Now that that's mixed well, time for the next step. Step 3 is add baking soda. Baking soda. Step 3 is add baking soda and salt. The sugar, beating egg, and vanilla extract should all be mixed in. Add some flour. Whoa, that's a lot for step 3, my god. Okay, let's start with the baking soda, which is 1/2 teaspoon. Teaspoon. Can I please get a teaspoon? Perfect catch, wasn't it? By the way, have you guys seen these sachets before? It's my first time seeing these. New Zealand doesn't have this. Do we? 1/2 teaspoon baking soda goes in. Next is a pinch of salt. Me salt. I've done me salt. Then it says, period, the sugar. I'm gonna give it a nice mix. You know what the funny thing is, guys? I'm lactose intolerant, so the toilet and I are gonna have a great time later on. The recipe calls for 3/4 cup of sugar or 150 grams, but I've only got a milliliter one, so I converted it, and that's 180 milliliters of sugar. So 1 large egg beaten. So I think I need to beat the egg separately and then put it in. I'll beat my egg in here.
Round 1. Mia versus egg.
big 0. Then it says vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Vanilla. Oh, I did it. Oh, this is the expensive kind, by the way. And then the next step is add some flour, but I'm gonna give this a quick mix before I add the flour. Otherwise, I think it'll be too chunky. Oh, that smells so good. Now that's done, time for flour. How much flour do we need? We need 1.5 cups of flour or 205 grams. Now let me convert it into milliliter. That comes to 288 milliliters. Yep, that's perfect. Now I've got 288 mLs of flour ready to go in. It doesn't say I need to sift it, so I'm not going to be doing that. But you guys have heard that sound somewhere else, eh? I'm kidding. It's just a joke. Don't be offended, God. It's now been mixed well and time for the oven. The next step is bake at 350 Fahrenheit for 55 to 65 minutes. Check doneness with a toothpick. It should come out clean. Dry breadcrumbs, not wet spots, indicate proper flour. If the outside browns before the inside is done, cover with foil and bake 10 to 15 more minutes. So 315 Fahrenheit is 177 degrees Celsius, guys. So that's what I will be baking it. And afterwards, once your banana bread is done, grab it from the oven and let it cool in the pan for a while. When the banana bread is ready to be served, it should have cooled down all the way after being taken out of the pan. I'm gonna line the baking sheet with parchment paper. The recipe says put butter and then the mixture and enter the oven, but no. I've lined my tray with parchment paper and now I'm gonna put the mixture in. Oh dear, oh dear. I think this tray is way too big, but we're gonna compromise, guys, because I'm not gonna go out just to buy this baking tray and create more waste for the planet. Save the planet, people. No waste household. We do not need 300 different types of baking trays and pans and 50 million different equipments. We're not over consumers, right? As you guys can see, it's not going to be a perfect square, but what matters is the taste and that it's perfect because it's imperfect.
Right?
Gordon Ramsay, if you're watching this, I love you and I'm sorry. I'm just gonna cut all the extra material off. That's it. Okay guys, now my banana bread is ready for the oven. In the recipe, it says to put it in for 55 to 65 minutes. No, I'm gonna start by putting it in for 45 minutes first and then see how it goes on from there, because my pan is quite big and so my banana bread has thinned out a little bit. See you in an hour for a taste test. So guys, our banana bread is officially done. Look at how fat it is. I really didn't expect it to rise this much because I thought it would be way smaller. Now, it only needed 45 minutes in the oven and it was completely cooked. Let's take it out. I've also let it rest for quite a long period of time, so now it's completely cool, which is what the recipe asked for. So the cooking time was actually 45 minutes. That was perfect. The banana bread was done afterwards and I've let it completely cool now. I can touch it. So now it's time for a taste test and I'm so excited. Can I just say that everything looks incredible. It looks exactly like a banana bread, like the color, the texture of it. So that's a plus point. And now time for a taste test. That's really good. I can really taste the ripe bananas in it. Oh my god. You know, banana breads where you can actually taste a banana? This is one of those. Yes, beautiful. This reminds me of the banana bread that I used to buy from Peck and Save, and I was obsessed with it. This tastes exactly like that, but I reckon even better because it's homemade. Well, Gordon Ramsay, you've clearly done it again. This is really freaking good. I absolutely love it, and it's delicious. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep making these more. If you like this one, let me know which one I should do next, which recipe I should try and attempt, and by who. Thank you.